You see the way we do things on stream, and then you see like some videos where people like will triple and quadruple clean their windows, and you just don't need to, because the dirt is not coming from like any mysterious places. Ultra cleaning your windows aren't gonna make them look any better. It's really like most of it comes down to installation and not giving that dirt a chance to feed back into your install. Do I ever slip on my floor? No. Asterisk. There's I noticed this race deck floor, you can slide a little bit more on it, but the water just kind of like drips through pretty fast. So like in the summertime, I had flip-flops on, and what I would do sometimes is I would try and spray the whole thing, and then you could get like a little like snowboard stop slide. That was fun. Okay, so these shift, so we actually should probably shift them farther over. And then when we install it, we want to make sure that window is level so you don't see any gaps there. And everything lines up properly. You know what I should do? I should have cut this edge first. That's what I should have done. We can fix that. We can fix that. Now it's like we never cut our sides at all. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Wait, is that even gonna make sense? Let's try it. All I wanna do is I wanna make sure that I'm not gonna leave a gap when this window rolls down, even though I may or may not care sometimes on a super busy day at the glass shop. So we're gonna pull it all the way there, and then, oh, I know, sorry, I'm thinking too much. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna line it up here where I normally would, and then we're gonna roll this down a little bit, and then we're gonna roll it down. And because we rolled it down, like this is that wiggle that I was talking about. So when you roll it down, it shifts this way, so you'd see a gap. So what we're doing is actually like cutting that, shifting it over, and then we're gonna cut this side after we've rolled it down a little bit to expose this edge a little bit more and make sure that we're getting our cut right. And then we can follow that down. It's a little bit overkill, I think, to not get one of those gaps. There's probably a little bit of a simpler way to do this, but since we're here, we still gotta, we gotta roll this back up. So this lines up in the bottom, that's on my edge. So that's all the overlap that you need, actually. Like this much overlap just gets you to as far as that's gonna shift out. That's really interesting. Okay. So we're gonna straighten this cut out, and then we're gonna line it back up, shift it over, and then call it a day. As I'm doing this, like I'm just kind of like thinking out loud, because this is not actually something that I normally do. Normally I just try and guesstimate it, and sometimes I'll have it shy, but that's not on like a car here. It's not something I do here. So do as I say, not as I do. Out in the field, sometimes believe it or not, it's not something I've ever had a personal complaint about, but we want to hold ourselves to higher standards, so we're going to make sure that doesn't happen on this one. Out in the field, I don't have a chance to cover up door panels either. So like, that's basically another one of those things. Here in my own field, I can make things look better because I have more time. Oh, so this top edge here. Did anybody ask about this bevel? No, nobody did. Thinking about switching from a dealership to starting on my own. What do you think about dealerships? I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think dealerships are chaotic fucking nightmares who only have time to worry about their own problems and put a lot on you as an installer. I think where dealerships can really shine is fleet work. So if they're like, hey, we need 30 of these cars tinted by tomorrow, that is well worth your time to take on. But the onesie twosies, we got a car, oh, this guy wants tint, oh, that car, like, they don't get shades, they don't get a lot of information, and then like you have to find a spot, you have to find the guy, you have to, like, there's too many logistics that they just don't care about. So it depends on what you're doing. I think the fleet opportunities are great if they do that type of stuff.